Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Do you want the 100% realness? I forgot to do a video yesterday. So now you're getting Vlogmas day 6 and 7 all combined. Didn't really do much yesterday, did we? Kind of took the day off. We picked up house a little bit. I did dishes, did laundry, but I do that pretty much every day. I don't mind doing laundry. I've told you guys this before. Especially when I have my own washer and dryer. And now that it's such a treat. I just love the smell of fresh laundry, and I just love hearing the dryer going and stuff. So, I'll just, go through and gather up clothes in the morning or whatever, and it's easy to throw in a load and then go and do the dishes. So, that's what I do. I try to clean up the kitchen every night because, Mr. Heide does what he can around here. And he does do pretty well, don't you, honey?
I try.
Especially for his disability. He does pretty darn well. So we just kind of took yesterday off. And, which, you need sometimes. And, we used Grubhub, and we did order some Mexican food from a Mexican restaurant, and they're in Rocky Mount, and it was a big, not Grubhub, driver was great, but the restaurant itself, the stuff tasted, the meals we had, I ordered carne asada tacos, the steak tacos, and I asked to hold the cilantro and any kind of sauces and stuff to be served on the side. And my tacos tasted like nothing at all. I mean, and also the steak was cubed instead of sliced real thin like normal carne asada tacos are, because they're like my favorite out of everything. Brad ordered, his was supposed to be burritos, and they just were not good. I mean, and it's pretty hard to mess up the Mexican rice and refried beans, but they even managed to do that. The best thing was their very, very greasy tortilla chips. The dogs really enjoyed them. I gave some to the dogs. So, was not good. We'll not be back. Brad left a review for that restaurant. Very, very nice driver, though. We really do enjoy being able to have some of the kind of services brought to the house. It's new to us. Living in Crawfordville, of course, there was no decent Mexican restaurant. And I know you're probably thinking, well, you're saying the same thing about this one. Well, but there's multiple Mexican restaurants in Rocky Mount. So it's just like when we lived in Casper, Wyoming. You go through them all, and then you pick out your favorite, which our favorite there was Poncho. Little dinky restaurant, mainly a drive-through, open 24 hours a day. And I would drive clear across town to get my carne asada. And then Brad would come home and go, "Did you went to Poncho's?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "You didn't get me anything?" "No." So I learned, if I was going to Poncho's, I would go ahead and get him something. Number one, that meant usually I could only eat half of my order anyway, and I would have it for dinner, and then Brad would have dinner that night. He would be a happy man, and I didn't have to cook.
You didn't have to listen to me whine.
No. Or give him the half that was left, because I felt bad, because, yeah, because the way he would say it, too, is, "You didn't get me anything?" It's like, how could you? So, but we'll find one. I'm just looking for one like that. I'm looking for a good Chinese restaurant like the one we left there, too. We'll eventually find it. North Carolina definitely is our home. Really love it. Really, really love it. So yesterday I was having also a major fibro flare. And I am bipolar too. And I was manic. And so what all that means is I just have a hard time sleeping. And so when you're manic and you're having a bad fiber flare, it's like, ugh. So, I feel better today on that front. Oh, and then I realized that part of the reason I was so sore yesterday, like so sore. Look at this hair. What the heck is it doing? Wow. I was so sore yesterday was I forgot to take my leave, and I didn't take it the night before. Now, see, my kidney doctor does not want me to take any kind of NSAIDs. The only kind he wants me to take is Tylenol, but I can't handle not taking the leave because I'm in so much pain that I can't even walk and I want to cry. I mean, if I move an arm, I want to cry. So, without him knowing it, I still don't have to take the leave. So, but yeah, I feel better today. Kind of overslept though till 1 because I woke up at 10:30 and I sat there for a while and I just was so tired. I'm just like, I'm going back to sleep because I just was just so tired. So then I woke up at 1 and we had scheduled, okay, we got a delivery of a very small order of groceries yesterday. So small I forgot half of the stuff I needed. So, like, I had bought almond milk because I'm starting to really, really buckle down and watch my carbs. I want to drop some weight. I want to get in better shape and stuff. I got my exercise bike here. I have my exercise mats in. I have my resistant bands are in. I have everything is in. Brad just he'll spend a couple minutes putting the tensioner on, and it'll be good to go. It is a beautiful bike. I will show you guys tomorrow. I'm not set up to really be able to show you guys, but it is a beautiful bike, and Brad said very well made. That seat is big, y'all. It's not like the little banana seats that make your stuff go numb down there. Y'all know what I'm talking about, especially if you're a guy. I don't think very many men that watch me, but yeah, it will make your stuff go numb, even if you're a female. If you're riding it long enough, trust me. You know, and then when it starts to wake back up because it was numb, that is not a pleasant thing. No. You can't very well sit there and go, ow, 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 and people go, what's going on? You can't very well say, well, the hoo-ha's waking up. And they're going to go, what? So anyway, that's a discussion you don't have, you know. Brad's laughing at me.
You just have with your critters.
Huh?
That's the discussion that you just have
or
with
you.
your critters, or me.
Or you. You guys want to know something fantastic? I'm going to tell them.
About?
Okay, I have really bad edema in my legs. And so bad that it leaks from the bottom of my, like around my ankle. It actually physically, the water will leak out. It's like a sprinkler. It's very uncomfortable though. And whatever you're wearing, like socks, they're going to be wet. Shoes, they're going to be wet. I showed Brad slippers I had worn just a very short time was wet. So, Brad's very laughing.
I just realized where you're going with this.
I was using panty liner and tape to laugh at me, people, and putting them around the ankles.
But then you saw commercials for a heavy flow day.
Yes, and I'm like, I need to get a thicker pad because these panty liners so quickly are just so waterlogged and I'm stripping them off. So I'm like, but to find some without wings? Sisters, so hard to do. Now, mind you, don't do this if you're going anywhere, okay? And pray to everything you have that you will not have anybody at your house besides, like, your husband. Because right now I have the maxi pad without wings and tape on my ankle, but it's working. I'm not sloshing when I walk, which is nice. Brad's laughing. But it's so darn uncomfortable. I mean, especially at night. If you're like, on your bed and stuff, I'll sit cross-legged a lot on my bed at night. And play games and watch, usually Hulu these days. Sometimes Netflix. That Rust Creek movie, very, very good on Netflix. And the Selena series I did not care for. I watched like 3 episodes I just didn't care for. But, so, your bedding starts getting wet and everything, and you just feel so uncomfortable. I am so frustrated because I need a stronger water pill. But my appointment's not till the 8th of January, and they moved it up. So you're going to have to, I'll talk to you about that later. Okay, not talking to you about now.
Okay.
Anyway, I am so sexy because I'm sitting here with but it's working, right? But how else am I going to ride this exercise bike, y'all? If I can't do it waterlogged and have it, well, there'll be water just being thrown everywhere where I'm riding this. It's a problem, Brad Heide.
I'm not saying a word.
Okay?
I am just sitting here being sweet and innocent.
Well, you're sitting there anyway.
As per normal.
Mm-hmm. You combed your hair today, mister.
I did.
Okay. Anyway, so, speaking of which, tomorrow I'm going to go into Rocky Mount, meet my friend Elizabeth, have some lunch. We're kind of working on this project of kind of throwing some ideas for some landscaping for some preschoolers and stuff. Well, it's not just preschoolers, but it'll be specific areas it would be for 5 and under, And so be throwing ideas around. I'm kind of excited, kind of a little nervous. I haven't. I've driven into Rocky Mount one time though. I have to that because I drove that one time. I didn't have any problem. You gotta get your sea legs, and I will sit and really worry about driving until I have to drive, and then I'll start driving, and I'm usually fine. Like drove twice up here. Well, once up here and back to Wilson and back, and then up here again when we moved up here. So we get it right, hon. If we took turns driving, we came up the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to drive the minivan when we moved up here. And I did fine. I just, I got to do it. I think I'll probably stop and check the mail when I come on my way back tomorrow. Haven't checked it in a while, hon.
Well, when I got those packages.
Yeah.
What day was that?
I don't know.
Oh, that was Friday.
Yeah.
She went and got our mail.
I know, but yeah. It'll be Tuesday. I mean, I thought, if we stopped a couple of times a week would be good. Yeah. So, what else?
We haven't been getting our poop in a group to get more stuff done around the house. It's taking a lot longer than it should.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
But it's like...
I don't feel too inspired to put up the tree and stuff. I got to be honest. I forgot all about it. I forgot all about that we're supposed to do it today.
I did too.
Because I don't think anybody's going to be around at all. Yeah.
But you and I.
Well, I know, but I don't. Yeah. Honestly, I don't really give a flip about the tree. Yeah. I don't. I really don't.
And another thing that's been going on is it's like you and I take turns with who's going to be in a max amount of pain on a particular day.
Except for yesterday, we both were.
Yeah, we both were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't even care if we decorate outside, really. I mean, I'm thinking about returning those icicle lights.
No, let's hang on to them.
Are you going to put them up?
Maybe not this year, but
Why not this year?
because we got a lot of unpacking we still got to get done.
Well, then why did I might as well return them then. If we're not going to use them this year.
Well, we might use them next year. And if we
Those
decide,
were expensive.
well, and if we decide to buy them for next year, then the price will have doubled.
Now you can use them inside as well.
Yeah. So, but whatever you want.
I thought about maybe just putting them in the windows.
Okay. Well, whatever you want to do, sweetie.
Okay, but did you hear me?
I did.
We could put them in the window.
We
That
could.
would be easy to do, actually. You know, you could even, think about this. We could even get tension rods that fit in those windows and hang those.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. We'll check that out.
Yeah, or you could get tension rods, I guess, or any kind of rod and hang them anywhere, even outside. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll get it handled. It's not that I'm down or anything. I don't know. I feel like we have been just so inundated. Yes, and trying to unpack. And yes, I want us to find our stuff. I'm tired of not having my stuff, but what else are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
So that's what's been going on here. I am working on a diamond painting that my friend Rebecca got me, which was the Magic Forest. You can see, I just started on this one side right here. It's going to be very pretty, though. I love working with the square drill so much. Actually, I have not gotten anything else done today because I have sat here and been just working on that. And Brad will tell you, sometimes there'll be a diamond painting that maybe I'm not digging quite as much for whatever reason. And I'll really struggle to even get it done. I mean, I always finish them, but, I'll struggle. And not this one. I'm really loving it. I could sit here all day and night and work on it. Besides that, what else?
I think that's about it.
We got another small grocery order today because I wanted to get some protein powder because I can't find mine.
Because it's packed.
Yes. We did find the KitchenAid and the blender. That was nice. We don't need all those on the counter, though.
I know. Well, that's what.
Yeah. But, what else?
We're making progress. I mean,
yeah.
It's not like the progress we would have made 25 years ago because we're a lot older than we were.
Well, I guess with me, I kind of feel like, have been feeling a lot, not pressure from you, a lot of pressure to hurry up and get this done. And if you feel like you're in a situation where you feel like you're kind of being judged and stuff, then if you're like Brad and I, you will really drag your feet because that's just the type of people we are. We really are. If we feel like you're trying to force us to do anything, I'm not very compliant. It takes a lot for me, like when I was in the hospital. I was fighting them tooth and nail for a while, and I didn't mean to, but, I'm just headstrong enough, and when I tell you can't go to the bathroom, and I'm like, but I'm a, 56-year-old woman, I think I can go to the bathroom when I need to, and, you don't see that you're, going to harm yourself, until then I realized, and then I was really good. I was very compliant with everything.
You told me that
I was done fighting.
Yeah, people. And that you were being a pain in their butt.
Mm-hmm.
And you were not allowing them to do their job. I mean, I don't remember
how I don't remember saying all that to you.
Yeah.
Oh. I remember I finally realized that it was like, I don't need to keep fighting them. I finally came to the conclusion that I was really, really, really sick and I needed to just cooperate. And I remember telling Brad that I was done fighting, and I remember telling the nurse too I was done fighting being sick and stuff, and it wasn't that I was giving up at all, but it was, I had to admit to myself that, hey, this isn't a boo-boo. You're really sick. You could die, so you might as well maybe want to cooperate and stuff. Oh, and then we have old eyes because I can't really see some of the letters on this diamond painting, so I have to get out the magnifying glass and look, so.
Well, I wish you could have seen, I wish we would have had a video of the way you were acting that day that we had to call 911. Because, I mean,
I don't have any clue.
Yeah, and it wasn't, it was just a case that you were coming out of left field talking about different things.
Really?
And, yeah.
I don't remember. I vaguely recall you being on the phone.
Yeah.
And I vaguely recall knowing they were coming. And then the next thing I know is I'm looking up and there's a guy and a girl, I think.
Yeah.
EMTs. And then they helped me walk outside because it's a lot easier to have me go down those stairs and then try to bring the stretcher in and all that. I have no idea what you did with dogs. I assume you put them in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember being in the back of the ambulance and them asking me a lot of questions. And I was very confused. And then I don't remember anything for a very long time. I don't remember the ride to the hospital. I don't remember coming into the hospital. I don't remember about 3 days. I vaguely remember they took me down for some kind of imaging. You always can tell because it's colder down there. And the two nurses were talking. And then I remember one nurse kept giving me shots in my arm. And I at the time thought maybe they were like pain medicine or something. Because I kept blacking back out. I think now it's probably insulin. Because I was getting a lot of shots and then I don't know, if you don't remember that they gave you a suppository of Tylenol, you don't remember, and I don't know when they castrated me. I don't know any of that. I mean, I don't know. Brad says I helped them take my clothes off, and I don't remember any of that.
Well, you didn't remember me coming up there.
No, you got in trouble for not coming up.
Yeah.
I thought he was running the streets amok celebrating because I was in a hospital and leaving him alone because, but yeah, I don't remember. And last night, I was sitting in bed and I wasn't feeling very well. Like I feel a ton better right now than I felt this morning too. I think you were kind of worried about me about 1 o'clock today, but I didn't feel good and I was super hot and then super cold. And then I felt so jittery and it finally dawned on me, check your blood sugar. And it was, what was it? 275, I think, or something. Really high for me these days. And Brad took his, and his was even a little bit higher than mine. And see, you gotta be so careful on your card, people. And what had happened is we had forgotten to take our morning doses of insulin. We take 2 normally, 2 different types, a fast-acting and a long-acting one. And so then we only took just the long-acting one right before we went to bed, or went to the bedroom, and it just wasn't enough. And we both could tell. And I still didn't feel good today. I think that's why I couldn't wake up earlier, hon. And now that we've eaten, we just ate just a little bit ago because it's been kind of a run behind type day. And we've taken our insulin and our medication. I feel a lot better than I did. I didn't know if maybe I was getting the flu or something because I felt so crappy.
Yeah.
I woke up at 11 o'clock or 10:30 and I'm trying to wake up and stuff and I'm like, I just don't feel good. I'm just going to lay back down. Brad knows it's very uncommon that I'm not up out of the bedroom before him. And usually I'm the one that, lately you've been taking the dogs out. But normally I will take the dogs out in the morning and get stuff started. And, I mean, they're delivering groceries. And he's having to fight with the neighbor's dog. The neighbor's dog is playing on the highway and almost got hit. I finally had to text our neighbor and say, hey, your dog's going to get hit and stuff. But anyway, Theresa didn't come out of the bedroom. Did I? It was probably a good 2 o'clock or so before I came out.
Yeah.
I just felt that unwell, I almost canceled for tomorrow because I felt so unwell, but it's like, we've been trying to set this up for a while, and I didn't want to set it up before this because we need the headlight assembly, and, God forbid, if you ran behind, what if you're up in Rocky Mountain, you run behind, and you only have one headlight? I don't want a ticket, and it's not real safe to do that anyway, so, but now that's done, so. But yeah, keep checking your numbers. You guys feel off, you feel jittery, you feel hot, you feel super sleepy. It doesn't hurt anything to go ahead if you're diabetic, and I know so many of us are. Go ahead and check your numbers. Even if you only usually check your numbers like once a day. If you're feeling off, go ahead just for your peace of mind. Say you can't stay awake and stuff. Go ahead and check your numbers. If you're fine, great. You can go take that nap and not worry. But you might not be fine, and you might save yourself from having to go to the ER or worse. Brad, the other night, I looked at him, and he has a certain look to him I've learned now. And he has one eye that'll droop a little bit more than the other one. I looked at him. It hadn't been that long since we ate dinner. And I said, can you check your blood sugar for me? And he checked it, and it was up very high. It was up in the mid 300 range. And it's like, yep. So he got some fast-acting insulin, and I say within a half hour, he felt so much better. He was much more alert and everything else. And that's kind of our rule now. Like that, if you're super sleepy and you want to take a nap, great. Let's check the blood sugar first, just to make sure. And that way, if your blood sugar's fine, you can go take that nap and not have to worry. So, especially with the holidays, I guess that's why I want to tell everybody this. With holidays, I know the temptations are everywhere. Everybody's baking cookies, candy. I mean, everywhere you look. And, but you just want to make sure. Because it is hard. Right?
Yep. And that's been hard because I love making candy.
I love baking cookies.
Yeah, but we can't do that.
No, it's the temptation just too great. Yeah. I mean, that's why I just don't do the Christmas cookie baking anymore. I just don't because, What?
Oh, just remembering that one year. Oh my God, we'd been married for less than 5 years, and my cousin's husband came down.
Yeah, he's staying with Kenny, and we used to live right below Brad's aunt, and so he was over visiting, and he kept coming downstairs because he came downstairs to say hi to me or something. And at that time, he was a police officer, and I would baking cookies. I used to start like September baking cookies. I mean, we would have all sorts of cookies for the holidays.
Oh,
yeah. That I would give out platefuls. But anyway, he saw that I was cooling some cookies, and he asked if he could have a couple. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so he grabbed a couple and went back upstairs. He kept coming back down. He's like, I'm sorry, but these are so good. Yeah. So, well, that's about all we got for today. It's almost a half hour long already. So anyway, love you guys, and we do cherish your friendship so very much. Keep being good to yourself, and we think you're awesome. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.